Welcome to Trading Lounge and the gold silver report for Thursday the 1st of July, and just starting here with GDX. So this is the daily chart, just squashed this up a little bit. So we've had our correction back here, and it appears that we can count this as a 5-wave move to the upside, and wave 2 is normally simple and sharp, and if that's the case, then we're quite close to a low going in here. So I'll just go in and check. I might just go to the hourly chart if I can see. Right, so from this, obviously this is wave 3 coming down here, right? We can look at this as wave 4. Okay, so we'll be looking for 5 waves, so 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the third wave, and ABC for the fourth wave, and one more move down for to finish this off. So we could look at it at coming in at 33 and bouncing from that point. Just check that 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the third, fourth. Yeah. If this market, let's just say that it moves up from this point because it's US spot gold's looking a bit chirpy. So this cross here, I should use a straight line, but so this is wave 1 here, right? And this is wave 3 here. So we don't want to see wave 4 breaching wave 1. So if you see a clear sort of move up from that point, like something like that, nice and clear, then you'll know that the low is in place and we're moving higher. Okay, so it's just splitting hairs really. So on US spot gold, I just want to go through some, well, we can call a low in here. We can look at this as wave 1 and wave 2 here and call a low in now and look to go long. We can do that, but yeah, we can't rule out this just yet either. I mean, the market could move up to 18,000, 1800 and then collapse from that point. So it's still possible to get something bigger and uglier with all of this. But today's exciting because we can count this down as an ABC to the current low here. It doesn't finish off that well, but let's go in and make heads or tails of this. So I think we'll just go to the 4-hour chart and see what I've done there. Okay, so this is great. So we can count, up here as wave 1, and then an A wave, a B wave, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. This wave 4 logically would sit up through here, but there's a good case for a bit of a triangle pattern being in play and sitting over here for this. One of the main key points here is that we just want to see it move up a little bit further. That's the go. Let's just go in, and now that we've seen this here, I mean, obviously, yeah, we just don't want it dropping down one more point here like on the GDX, it could do something like that, and then in that case we'd have to put wave 4 back over here for that. But let's just go in and understand, well, we could understand it if that get a horizontal line, if that's wave 1 from the top there, if that's over here and this is wave 1 here and we're looking for wave 2 here and then coming down for wave 3, 4 and 5 here, well, wave 4 starting to overlap the price territory of wave 1. It hasn't done it by much, it's not a biggie, but yeah. So we could have a low in place here, but we just need to see a little bit more upside. So let's just cruise in for this. Actually, one of the good things here is, yeah, this is silver here. You see how far up the rally has come in silver, where gold is still around here somewhere. So in this case, silver can be done and dusted. That means that gold would be done and dusted as well, wouldn't it? Well, you'd think so. So let's just go to the hourly chart and move through this a little bit. So yeah, we've been in this wave 4 here for a while, but we can see the balance line here at 1780. It's slowly been support and then dwindled down to end up being resistance, and then couldn't hold on and dropped to second strongest number 5 here, and now we're getting that bounce. So there's a good case to count 5 waves down from this point here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that could all just be the third wave here. So then that would bring that back up here. So this would have to make wave 1 here, but then we're overlapping here. And also too, I can see that this little move down from the top here is bullish corrective. So that also means that we're going to be going up here for that. So that takes us even higher at that point, doesn't it? So I think we got a low in place. I'm going to go to the tick chart and bring in some more data, depending what country you're in. So there we go. So yeah, in this case, on the tick chart here, I can look at this as a triangle pattern over to this point here, and then look at this as 1 and 2 here, and then as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the third wave, fourth wave and fifth wave here, and look at this as 1 and 2 here, and then working higher here. We're starting to get a bit of an impulse wave in here, which is nice. So we could count this while we're here with a little wave 1 here, wave 2 there, nice strong third wave there, fourth wave looking good, ABC for the fourth wave here, and then the fifth wave. So this could be wave 1 here and 2 here, and then 3 here and 4 here. So we could put wave 5 to this point. So this becomes really quite interesting, because if this market was going to be bearish, then we could look at this as an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave up here. And then once we finish these 5 little waves here, let's just finish this off here a little bit, and I'm just guessing here, through 3, 4 and 5, something of this nature. And then in both cases, be it bearish or bullish, we're going to see this is a 61.8% retracement level here as well. There's a lot of supply here as well, so all through here, all this supply through here, so it's going to be a bit of a double whammy here. So at worst, we could look at this. If we took this here, and I'll just take it to the 61.8%, that would leave this area here as the support. So what I could say to you is that, yeah, this could be another wave 1 up here and come back for wave 2. So we can expect some type of correction to come back. Let's just pop that in. So we can expect some type of correction to come back. But if this becomes the resistance here, the story will come down and bounce, come through. We don't chase that one. If that one there becomes the resistance, then we look to go short. So if we get something like that at 1765, then you know that we're bearish at that point. But otherwise, this, I'm not saying, look, we can say that the low is in, but now we need to build a case of evidence. And we don't have that. We've only got 1, 2, 3 waves here. We need to have 5 waves. Yes, we can count this one as 5. So after correction, we'll get another 5. But that's as far as it goes. So we need to see this. This is probably another wave 1 here and 2 here. It could be a 3 and a 4 here and come back to this 4 again here as well. I'm not quite sure, but what I can say to you is that above this wave 5 here, then she's good to go. How far it goes is another question, though. So, but it will take us past this. And we are seeing silver in its little pattern move off quite nicely now. It's moved through. See all these open and closes here? They're all really important. So that little band would be and this will pull back here. This will pull back and push off again. So we could look at this we could just look at it here first. So we've got wave 1 here. Possible A, B, and C for wave 2 here. So, and I'm just making this very simple, an A wave here, an A, B, C for the B wave to make the A, and then the B here and the C wave here. All a little bit stretched and dodgy, and I know that you could throw things, but yeah, if you've got a better idea, I'd like to know. So, this could be the low in here, so we really need to look at ways we can move into this. So I'll just check on the hourly chart. This is how I've counted it down. It's 1 degree smaller here, so this wave 2 I've got here is in blue rather than orange. Not a big deal. Everything's just 1 degree smaller. Not, like I said, not a big deal. So there's a possible low in place here for this. So that means that yeah, we could start to look to go long. But once again here, we could look at this as 1 and 2 here and 3 here. It looks like 4 here and 5 here. This is sort of leading to the upside. So this will come in at 5 here, and then there'll be a correction, and then there'll be a move up. But I don't see any problems with going long in this area. But the stop would need to be under here for this. I'll just check the tick chart in a moment. It's a 1 hour chart, 100 ticks. That's a little bit unfair. That's already happened. So just, yeah, this is probably like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, then an ABC pattern here. So we can look at maybe the A wave, but I'm more confident that it's wave 1 of some description. What degree of structure, I'm not quite sure at this stage. Not that it really matters. And then we're just climbing up here. So this would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. So that would be 1 and 2. This would be 1 and 2 here, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2. I don't know. I have to check on that a little bit. Yeah, look, it depends on what you're trading. If you're trading derivatives, then you'll need a sharper opening. You know, if you're trading ETFs or gold stocks or silver stocks and things, then these can be triggers, and you can use them against those stocks. Just want to go back here for a moment. Go back to the hourly chart. Just trying to look for any weaknesses. I mean, this looks like in 3 waves, doesn't it? So it makes it a good thing there, but I'll just take it from this top here. Even if there was another wave 4, we'd be pushing back up into the 38 here. So in that regard, that would be a target area. I mean, you would expect the, don't panic too quickly, because you would expect at all these levels, from this top to this bottom here, you would expect the 23 to play out, the 38 to play out, the 50, the 61.8%. They'll all play out to some degree, so you don't act as soon as it gets there, and you know, you've got to control the panic button, so to speak. But also interesting enough as well, obviously this is playing out at $26. This is a CFD product, so it's power of 10. So, but what I want to point out here is that 25 is the medium level. So there's plenty of support there by the looks of it. And then the next level up after 5 is 8, which is up here. When we're talking about 8, we can talk about group 2, which is 65, 72, and 80. There's a lot of other important numbers in all of this here, and this is a time where we can look at those numbers, because normally when we're looking at this degree of structure with, you know, the S&P or something like that, we don't normally look too much into group 2, but group 2's got lots of important numbers in here. Yeah, I think the best thing that we could do, I could say to you, is that if the 2650 becomes a support, then we're going to be climbing much higher at that point. the fact that this has come back up and tested the, testing this whole correction through here and looks like it's going to power through it, is also an indication that this low is in place at this point. So I think steady as she goes, Captain. And yeah, if there's a mistake made, obviously this is a nice third wave here and this is a fourth. So if there's some other thing up here that we should have counted this as wave one here, for example, then that's all going to play out at 2650. So 2650 is the support, and the 38.2% retracement level would be where it's at. So you could trade up to that and get out, and then wait for a nice classic trading levels pattern to get back in again. But anyway, that's just a key point at this low here. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it at that. I was just thinking of other things, the US dollar and things, but that's okay for this. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Thanks. Cheers.